the stage, and no, I'll never say that again. Ladies and gentlemen, Kline, ladies and gentlemen, Kline! Thank you. I'm a jerk. I don't want to be a jerk, but I sure as shit don't want to be anything else. I've realized that I'm kind of superficial, and I decided I'm gonna stop masturbating to porn and start masturbating to classic art, because that's less superficial, right? Didn't quite work. I just get it turned on around oil paints now, but that's fine. I mean, when you're talking about classic art, it really is just classic porn, really. You know, you can just imagine 300 years ago, all those European merchants sneaking into the salon late at night. I fucking love Rembrandt. And then 300 years later at the Louvre, I just fucking love Rembrandt. I've been in a lot of failed relationships also, and I've come to realize that the one common denominator in all of these failed relationships was me. Me not getting enough blowjobs. What was my next joke? God, hold on a second, sorry. Let me just think. Oh yeah, okay. So, I really don't, people do a lot of things that I just, hanging out. Like, what the fuck is hanging out? Really? Seriously, I have no idea how to do that. One of my friends, she was like, well, to cope with social anxiety, I just like to, just imagine that everybody else is in their underwear. I like to do that too. I do that all the time. I'm doing that right now. My family loves hanging out. They love family time. Last Christmas, everybody got together to play with the new grandkids, get the eggnog, catching up. I had to get the fuck out of there. So I went for a walk. I was just clearing my head, and I decided I'm gonna be myself with my family. I'm gonna just cut loose and just maybe tell a joke, just kind of like show them who I really am. So when I got back, my mom, she was concerned, like, wasn't it cold outside? Not as cold as your heart. I just saw the words, they just flew through the air and they just hit her right in the face, and her face just morphed into this like kabuki gargoyle mask of I still have that image burned in my head. But I love my mom though. Every year she gives out Smartwool socks. Y'all, Smartwool socks? Y'all ever, anybody got any Smartwool socks? Yeah. So if you don't have any, just go get a small interest loan and go get yourself some. It's totally worth it. But my mom, she gives them out, and she gave some to my girlfriend at Christmas as a gesture. Welcome to the family. Smartwool socks. And my girlfriend, though, she dumped me just a couple days later, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so terrible." Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Do you want a hug? No. But can I get the Smartwool socks back? My mom would really like those. So I've been trying to meet more women. I met a lady at the grocery store in line ahead of me. Her back was very nice. But she fainted. She collapsed right there on the cash register. She just went down. And so I had to swoop in and catch her. And I was holding her arms there. And I could just tell that there was something between us, besides her coat. And I just had to pull her back further towards me, and I could just smell her hair. And I just couldn't help but imagine all those Havana nights that we'd be having on the beach. Oh, so hot. She'd have to lose some weight though, because she was getting heavy. I mean, she was going down on me, Not the way that I would have liked to have her to go down on me. But I had to put my leg out and just kind of like support her there, just like bring her hips back and kind of get her legs on either side. And I was like, oh, finally. And finally she stopped trembling, and my heart was kind of trembling too. But I could tell that she was relaxing finally, and I was like, oh. I just knew that her heart was melting, because I could just feel this wetness coming from her on my thigh. And that wetness was just running down my leg. And there was a puddle of her all around my shoe. I never saw her again. But I've also never washed these pants. Thank you.